I'll now invite at this point Mr. Adams Fusheini to please make a statement, in the capacity as technical expert of the EU Governance Support Program to the Parliament of the Republic of Syria. Mr. Adams Fusheini.
I would like to remark that the EU Governance Program, of which I'm the key expert with other colleagues as the technical assistance team, is framed around the principal objectives of strengthening democratic institutions, voice and accountability, and checks and balances that deepen the democracy, peace, and social cohesion to achieve, among others, improve accountability and enhance gender-sensitive legislations and budgetary processes. Within this broad framework of the first objective among three, the technical assistance program has supported the 14 departments that my colleague from the WFP has hinted about to build capacity over the past 4 and now in the 5th year. We are cognizant of the fact that capacity building that will help Parliament achieve its objectives is a continuum, it's ongoing, but it has to be based on what has been put on the ground in order to consolidate the gains of the technical assistance program. In that context, we have taken note of the milestone that was noted during the mid-year review of the work, and then further review this time to propose what Parliament and the Parliamentary Service in particular will be preparing to support the next ENSIF Parliament of the Republic of Sierra Leone. Therefore, we are conscious of the fact that activities that we will be implementing or supporting the departments to implement this year are transitional in nature and fundamental to the capacity building that has been achieved. Importantly, we are aware that capacity has to be institutionalized in Parliament. That means enabling the Center for Strategy and Parliamentary Studies to lead the capacity building efforts and training of MPs and staff of Parliament, for Parliament as an institution, for MPs as representatives, and for staff as support or machine house for Parliament to deliver on their respective mandates. Therefore, a number of training tools are being developed with the lead role of the CSTS and the support of the European Governance Program. Crucially, oversight is an important area that work has started. The Parliamentary Budget Office has done a lot of work supporting committees, but that needs strengthening. In the course of last year, the team had a month-long training to enhance its capacity and ability to analyze the budget, but the proposal in the intervening period between this Parliament and the next one is to develop a Parliament and budget manual around public financial management, which will enable the Parliamentary Budget Office to induct the next Parliament and the committees in particular to understand their respective roles and to execute them more effectively. And that is because for any government, for any country to develop, the oversight role of Parliament cannot be overstated. Another key area that is being emphasized in this intervening period is the legislative department of Parliament. It has been the ambition of Parliament and the leadership to be able to scrutinize bills and hopefully in the future to propose private members' bills. We have in the office also a support provided by the European Union support to Parliament to develop a legislative scrutiny manual. Again, through the CSTS, the Center for Strategy and Parliamentary Studies, we believe that the training that we provided to the department will enable them to support the committees, and in particular, the legislative committee, to engage all bills that come to the House with rigor, in order that bills that are passed stand the test of time. Another area of emphasis is our acknowledgement as the Parliament that gender is a development issue. It's not a woman's issue. It's not children's issue. It's not the disability issue. It's all of us issue. It's our issue. And to allow and enable our MPs to do their mainstreaming of gender in all that they do. Another manual is being developed, hopeful to come out before the next Parliament. That will be the basis for inducting the Parliament, the next Parliament, and to prepare the female caucus in particular and the gender committee as a whole to do their part in supporting government effort in not letting anyone behind in the development process of Sierra Leone. I should emphasize that much work has been achieved through the active support of the female caucus of Parliament and the gender committee that led to the passage of the Gender Empowerment, Gender Equality and Women's Empowerment Act last December. Therefore, it will be building on this achievement that we believe that annual training of the whole of Parliament around the issues of gender, and in particular, teaming up the gender team of the different, the Program for Research and Partnership, Programs and Partnership, to engage with thematic CSOs to track implementation of the Gender Empowerment and Women's Act. That is to stress the need that without Parliament complementing its role in the implementation of the Act, it will just be something on paper. So to improve that role that Parliament has played through the female caucus and the gender committee, this manual will be developed and it will be a basis to train the next crop of MPs on their work on gender in the area of development. I should stress that we have positioned the intervention of the EU governance support to support the civil society platform, and that is because we are acknowledging that there has to be reinforced engagement between the two stakeholders in development. Parliament contributes to legislation, representation and oversight, and civil society stands to contribute effectively to governance where there is opening for their input in Parliament. So through the civil society platform, there would be effort to provide dialogue platforms for CSOs to contribute very importantly in the new Parliament in key areas, including the budget oversight or public financial management, gender, as well as cross-cutting issues of climate change, which all of us are aware. It is also the ambition of the government to build on human capital, and that cannot be done without effective oversight of policies in the area of education. And therefore, civil society actors out there need to engage and inform the legislators, the parliamentarians, of the happenings on the ground so that reforms that are necessary are taken forward, and those that need to be reviewed are reviewed. That is to state that we are conscious that civil society and citizens in general, their role in deepening and strengthening governance cannot be overemphasized, and the EU governance program is aware and contributes to Parliament's role in this area by connecting Parliament to civil society through the work of the committees, the directorates, and all the opportunities that come up in Parliament. Lastly but not least, the induction of the next Parliament is a major activity that we are conscious about. As a technical assistance team, we will be working closely with the Office of the Director General and also the departments that are all involved to develop a program that covers not only the technical issues but the functional and support areas of the work of Parliament, because it is the ambition of Parliament to increase the corporateness of its performance. Parliament needs to be more responsive. How do we get that going well? We need to be reviewing how our open days have been implemented so that citizens are part of and informing the work of Parliament. And on this note, I want to thank you again, Madam Director General and colleague directors, for the opportunity to participate in this program. Thank you so much.